Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. It's Narissa and welcome back to finally another pregnancy update. This pregnancy update is going to be a gender reveal. Super exciting. And then also a gender reveal after I go through some old wives' tales and see what all these old wives' tales predict that I'm having. And I know what I'm having, so we will have to see. But I'm not going to let my knowledge of the sex of my baby affect my judgment on answering these questions. So there are a ton of different wives' tales out there that discuss different symptoms and shapes of your body and stuff like that. All kinds of things that are supposed to predict your gender, the gender of your baby. So I'm going to go through some of them, and you may see the kitten wake up and run around. That's our newest addition, Parker. He was a stray. I found him while I was at work. Tried to find him another home, but I couldn't. So he is our newest addition. He's just a little black cat. We just got back from the vet today, so he's had his leukemia and another boot shot. So he's probably going to be a little unhappy the rest of the day. But so let's just get into it. So I have a little note sheet here, and the first wives' tale is: your skin is better than ever, glowing even if you are having a boy. If you're having a girl, your skin is pimply and less clear than usual. I'm going to go with less clear than usual because I have had quite a few issues with breakouts, especially like early on, and then randomly. I'm gonna go with pimply and less clear. All right, next one. Your body's heartbeat. Your baby's heartbeat is less than 140, or your baby's heartbeat is more than 140. Baby's heartbeat has been more than 140. All right, you do the ring test and it moves in circles. I'm not gonna do the ring test because Mike's out doing yard work, and we don't get a lot of chances to do yard work, so I'm not gonna do that one. Okay, dad maintains his weight or stays fit, or dad gains weight rather than maintains or loses. That's a good one. I would say both. I would say he was gaining a little weight until now he's losing weight. So he probably was gaining weight a little more than halfway through. How about that? So let's go with gaining weight, because he was gaining weight more than half of my pregnancy, I would say. All right, you crave salty foods or meat, or you crave sweets and or ice. Well, this one is a little biased because I am a fan of sweets. Always have been. I don't think pregnancy has affected that at all. I prefer sweet over salty. So we're going to go with you crave sweets. All right. You carry the baby high or you carry the baby low? Let's see. I wouldn't say low. Low or high? I wouldn't say low. Low, I would think low would be here, right? High? So let's say high. All right. The next one is your left boob is bigger than your right boob, or your right boob is bigger than your left boob. Okay, I don't know. Let's go with right is bigger than left. Your belly is rounder like a basketball, or your belly is wider like a watermelon rather than round. I'm gonna go round. Wouldn't you say? Round. It's round. Not wide. I would say round, not wide. Okay. You gain more weight in the thighs than anywhere else, or you gain most of your weight in your belly. I've gained weight all over. I've gained a lot of weight all over. I've definitely gained weight in my thighs, but I would still say I've gained the most in my belly. So let's circle that one. You're still graceful, or you're clumsier than usual. I'm gonna go with clumsier than usual, that's for sure. I know that one for sure. All right, your feet are always cold, or your feet aren't any colder than usual. I'm gonna say they aren't any colder than usual. My feet are always cold before pregnancy. I would say, if anything, they're less cold, but it is the summer. So it is the summer. Let's just say your feet aren't any colder than usual. All right. Your age at conception added to the month of conception is an even number, or it's an odd number. All right. Age of conception, 36. Month of conception is 2. Even number. That's an even number. That's 38. So circle this one here. All right. You sleep on your right side, or you sleep on your left side. I sleep on my left side. Rarely do I sleep on my right side. You're hairier than usual, or your leg hair or other body hair grows at the same rate as before you were pregnant. I'm gonna go with hairier. Hairier. My hair grows fast anyway, but hairier. Your face is long and lean and doesn't get rounder, or your face is rounder than usual. I've definitely gained weight, so you can tell that my face is different. Like, I have a double chin a lot of times now, you know. But I wouldn't say it's rounder. Would you say it's rounder? I would say it's still. And I also feel like I have a round face anyway. I'm gonna go with, I don't think it's long and lean. I definitely would not characterize my face as long and lean, but I don't know. Let me look here. I don't think it's rounder. I don't think it's lean, but I don't think it's rounder. So let's go with long and lean. All right. Look into the mirror for a minute. If your eyes dilate, you're having a boy. So I'm not gonna look into the mirror, but I'll look into the camera. They're not dilating. They're not dilating. All right. So the next one is, if you're feeling more moody than mellow, are you feeling more moody, or are you feeling more mellow? I can answer this one for sure, 100% moody. Okay. Now, there is a Chinese gender prediction chart, and you look at this chart and you match up your age and then your conception month, and it's probably the same as the one we just did with the numbers, adding those together. So I did that, and it said I was having a girl. All right, so we could go on and on and on and on, but this was a list that I printed out. So let's just count them up. So for boy, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that was if dad gains weight, if your right boob is bigger than your left boob, if your belly is rounder, if you're clumsier than normal, if you sleep on your left side, if you're hairier than usual, and if your face is long and lean or doesn't get rounder. For girl, it's 10. So, based on these old wives' tales, girl is in the lead, but not by far. So those are if your skin is less clear, if baby's heartbeat is more than 140, if you crave sweets, if you're carrying the baby high, if you gain most of your weight in your belly, if your feet aren't any colder than normal, and if your age of conception is added to the or your age of conception added to the month of conception is an even number. The Chinese gender predictor, looking into the mirror and looking at your eyes to see whether or not they dilate, and whether or not you're feeling moody or mellow. Those are all girl. So 10 for girl, 7 for boy. Now I've had a few of you I've talked to in the comments of one of my other videos, and we were discussing whether or not or what your predictions were, and I did have a couple of predictions that were girl as well. So before I reveal the gender, I'll give you a little background of how this happened. So when you are, I'll have to look back at how many, you go through a series of blood tests and whatnot, and this is a good month before your anatomical scan, which is when most people find out whether or not they're having a boy or a girl, or at least you know, you can see the baby's genitalia is developed enough. Whether or not the baby cooperates is a different story, but the scan, the anatomical scan, usually occurs 22 weeks, around 22 weeks. So about a month before that, so let's say 18 weeks, your 18-week appointment, you get a bunch of blood tests done, and you can decide whether or not you want to know the sex then, because your baby's blood is running through your blood, and they can easily tell through a genetic marker whether or not you're having a boy or a girl. So we decided to find out because this is our first child, and we couldn't wait. We were too excited, had to know now, tell us now. So, and it wasn't 18 weeks, it had to have been before that. It must have been 14 weeks, that's when it was. 14 weeks is when all the blood tests were taken. So we found out, and my husband, from the very beginning, had decided that he was 99.9% positive that we were having a girl. And I didn't have any feelings or premonitions or anything like that, but he started to convince me that we were having a girl as well. So by the time 14 weeks rolled around and we had gotten the blood tests done, we got the phone call and they told me what we were having. I was actually home from work that day because the dogs got loose out of the yard, and I spent like 3 hours walking around the woods. I live in a rural area. The woods, driving around everything, looking for my dogs, yelling for my dogs. So I think it was like divine intervention that I stay home, wait for the phone call, because otherwise I probably would have missed it, because I would have been out on the water in the middle of pulling nets, setting nets, I believe, and I wouldn't have been able to answer my phone. But anyway, so the answer to the question, what are you having, is we are having a baby boy. So we're having a boy. Mike was wrong. So then therefore I was really surprised because he had me convinced, and I'm super excited. I had always said that I wanted boys because I was such a terror growing up. Like, me as a teenager, I feel terrible for my parents because I was just, you know, a rebellious teenager, and I would be getting repaid back for that times 10. So, which he said the same thing about him. He's like, no, trust me, I was worse than you. I'm like, no. But, so he was at work, and so I didn't tell him or anything, and I ran to town, super small town, is the closest town, went to, all we have is Dollar General and Family Dollar, and looked for baby blue items, so that I could wrap them up, and when he got home, he could open a present. So I wrapped up a present. I put pink and blue, both like tissue paper and pink and blue like streamers and stuff, so that when he opened the box, you know, it's like, oh, okay, you're gonna tell me whether or not we're having a boy or a girl. And so then when he opened it up, then everything was blue. So I got like blue gummy sharks, blue like chocolate, blue gum, a little blue outfit, some little blue shoes, stuff like that. So he was like speechless for a while. He couldn't believe it. He was for sure we were having a girl too. So it looks like this was wrong, but not by far. You know, there were a couple there that were iffy, a couple symptoms or wives' tales that I could maybe have gone either way on, but it still was pretty close. But still, the gender prediction wives' tales say girl, but I'm having a boy. So anyway, very excited. We don't have a name yet, and we are, you know, we had been thinking about girls' names because Mike was sure we were having a girl, and then we switched gears, and it's very difficult to decide on a name, I will say for sure. So no name or anything yet, but definitely boy. So that is it for my gender reveal video. Thank you so much for watching, and thank you so much for stopping by. Please leave me a comment down below. I would love to know how any of you mothers or fathers found out the gender of your baby, if you decided to find out early or if you decided to wait and be surprised on delivery day. And don't forget, if you want to be notified when I post a new video, hit the little bell icon, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!